This over-engineered Aiwa HD S200 digital audio tape recorder is essentially a mini VCR for sound with a spectacular trick. In this video we remember the forgotten promise of lossless digital audio made 40 years ago and how the recording industry crippled that with brutal copy protection.
All we want to do is fix it up a little bit,
sparking a scandal we still feel today. We'll explore what makes this machine so brilliant, take a closer look at the DAT format, and uncover why it was so good. While some portable DATs really make you work to load those tapes manually, the HD S200 uses a motorized mechanism, making noises so soothing you don't even need to play anything back. Just listen to it. Pure vintage audio catnip. These videos take ages to create, so before we dive in, please take a moment to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon if you want to be the first to comment first. Thank you. Released in 1995, the Aiwa HD S200 was a compact, battery-powered, professional-quality digital audio tape recorder built for the road, the studio or the stage. Wow, that's exactly 30 years ago. This mashup of a Walkman and camcorder is not surprising, given that at the time of its release, Sony already owned a controlling stake in Aiwa, eventually fully absorbing the company in 2002. The digital audio tape itself is also kind of a mix between a compact cassette and a videotape. It records to the same 3.8mm wide tape as its analog sibling, albeit using better tape formulations. A small helical scan rotary head is used to cram tons of digital data into this tiny package. Yes, this is basically a mini VCR, which kind of makes the camcorder-inspired motorized mechanism a logical choice. JVC, inventors of VHS, had used the same approach on their XD P1 Pro recorder in 1992, and I suspect nobody else did.
There was a new kid on the block.
That was developed by Sony and introduced in 1987.
Wow. That's hard to believe.
It's called the DAT, Digital Audio Tape Recorder.
And its flagship feature was lossless audio recording in 4 sampling modes. 32 kHz, 44.1 or 48 at 16 bits, and 32 kHz 12 bits in long play mode. Tapes can usually record up to 3 hours in standard mode and up to 6 in the 32 kHz 12 bits long play mode. Yes, we could have had high-res audio some 40 years ago. The HD S200 supports all standard sampling rates with 32 kHz being used in long play mode. It features analog and optical in and out, real-time monitoring and full subcode control. DAT has the ability to encode metadata independent of the audio signal, making later editing possible. The HD S200's dedicated renumbering, ID, erase and write buttons can be found here on the side, next to the sampling rate selector, hold key and battery compartment door. The 1-bit DAC and analog to digital converters use the same bitstream tech that later showed up in high-end CD players, improving the signal-to-noise ratio to 92 dB. The feature set also includes a 16-track programmable playlist and double-speed playback. Programming tracks is surprisingly easy, presuming your tape has been recorded with proper track IDs. Simply press the ID write and program button, navigate to the desired track via the fast forward and rewind buttons, and press the program button again. Repeat this up to 16 times for that playlist. Adding to its cool is the earbuds inline remote that plugs into the headphone jack. All basic controls are doubled on the remote for one-handed operation. Heck, they've even included an internal condensation sensor. The HD S200 will block operation until it's dry. Neat and very annoying if that concert you're about to bootleg is just starting. The HD S200 weighs just 374 grams, about as much as an iPhone and a half. It measures 84 by 36 by 124 mm, and the rounded edges make it very comfortable to hold and use. It really feels like a well-built tool. The design is an overdose of 90s cool. The motorized tape loading tray opens with a soft hiss that makes tape heads swoon, and the LCD gives you real-time levels, timecode and track IDs. And speaking of great design, I've created a t-shirt and phone case inspired by the HD S200 with the same attention to detail and no AI involved. If you'd like to check it out, it's linked below. The buttons are clicky and the layout is intuitive and easy to control, even in the dark. Not only is the display backlit, but so are the buttons. This festival of light requires the HD S200 to be connected to an external power source, but that shouldn't be an issue in the darkness of a recording studio or backstage. The case is all metal with a plastic rim. The battery door and the outer side of the tape tray are also plastic. On this side we have the two input and output jacks, volume and recording level controls. The input accepts mic, line level and optical digital sources. The recording level can be set manually or to auto. The output can be switched between headphones or line level, which also emits the optical digital signal. All that's great and usual on most DAT recorders, but the star of the show is this unassuming grey button. Pushing it engages the space shuttle. I could keep ejecting this tray all day. And here on the back we have this giant SCMS logo. It stands for Serial Copy Management System, and the way it dominates Aiwa's is telling of how the recording industry forced strict copy protection onto DAT.
The Japanese have a wonderful product that they've created here. It's so good. All we want to do is fix it up a little bit to ensure that when people use it, we get paid for it.
A first-generation recording can be made from pre-recorded digital sources such as CD or minidisc, but subsequent duplications of the recorded tape can only be analog. Another limitation due to copy protection is that the 44.1 kHz CD sampling rate can only be used to record analog signals. We won't fully dive into the specifics of the format today because I'm planning a video dedicated to the digital audio tape and the associated scandal. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. The S200 came with a mandatory 90s pouch and can be powered by one lithium-ion cell or 3 AAs via this rather chunky adapter. It's amazing that the original battery still holds a charge, and new LiP12 cells are available online as well as 3D printed adapters. A neat feature on the original battery is this manual charging status indicator. You simply slide it to reveal a red dot so you know that it's been depleted. The battery would be sadly the least of your problems if you'd want to use this mechanized wonder today. First, there's a price. Whenever the occasional HD S200 pops up for sale, prices are expectedly steep, especially for working units. Now, DAT recorders were never cheap. Around 1995, the Aiwa HD S200 retailed for 1300 German marks and 700 pounds. I don't have an exact price for the United States, but that would have converted to about $1100 US. Now double that to adjust for inflation in 2025. Wow. Whoever got the end-of-life discount referenced in this Usenet archive was a lucky person. This also indicates that there may have been quite a few unsold units that it was even offered. Second, servicing them is a particular version of hell. DAT recorders are quite fragile, which is ironic for devices meant to be used in the field. They're mini VCRs after all. Tiny plastic gears can break, and even the slightest misalignment can result in errors. And of course, they like to chew a tape every once in a while. On the bright side, if you want to experience the unique flavor of digital DAT has to offer, there are plenty more robust units from Sony and other brands you can find online for much more reasonable prices. Just get a serviced one if possible. We didn't touch on the sound quality of the HD S200 in particular because any demo on YouTube would be unrevealing, going through the many digital and analog conversions. Suffice to say, it sounds fantastic to me and holds up really well today. Some say there's something special about that sound, myself included. Maybe it's because most units were intended for professional use and built to high standards, or maybe it's just a ghost in my head. What's not in my head is that ironically it was the recording studios that kept the format alive well into the 2000s. That's how good it was. My main use for DAT nowadays is digitizing vinyl records for on-the-go listening. Is it better than a good modern interface? Probably not, but can you beat the charm of these little tapes? Substance by Joy Division is one of the very few original albums ever released on DAT, and likely the very best version available. We are going to explore albums on DAT as well in a future video. Let me know what else you'd like to see covered and share your experiences with the format. Digital audio tape deserved better. We deserve better. We should have had the best possible digital audio long ago. Instead, most people are still streaming lossy compressed music in 2025. After the digital audio tape, the industry took a step back, with Sony launching its most successful flop, the mini disc, and Philips hopelessly trying to update the compact cassette with a digital compact cassette. Both recorded variations of compressed audio with copy protection. After that, it took 17 more years to see another portable uncompressed audio format, the HiMD mini disc. But these are all stories for another time. Until then, why not wear an original piece of Technostalgism? This HD S200 inspired design is now available and new ones drop regularly at the link below. If you like this video, let YouTube and myself know with a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support on Patreon or buy me a coffee would help free up time to engage with you more and uncover incredible stories and hidden gems from the past more frequently. Thanks for tagging along Nostalgia Lane.